Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor Guy, another shave today. And today we're using Crowne & Crane's Bergamot. Nice scent. If you like citrus, this is for you. If you can get it. I don't know if they still have it over at the Razor Company. Speaking of the Razor Company, if you want something from click on the affiliate link and there a little bit of money comes back we can use for giveaways. All right, so that's Crowne & Crane's Bergamot, which last time I seen, they had it at the Razor Company. Don't know. They've been on a hiatus for a while. Crowne & Crane has been. All right, so we got the first use to the London Bridge blades with the Rockwell 6S razor. Nice little combination for me. Setting 3 on the plate 3, which is kind of mild, which I don't need an aggressive razor at all, which is why I like some of the razors I do like. I like my skin where it belongs. So, how's your day going? Mine's been like, It's like, ever had one of those days where it seems like you're just hectic and you just seem like you're spinning your wheels? That's my day. Yeah. It's like, get up and you're like, oh, I gotta go do this, this, and this, and this, and this. And then you realize, I haven't done any of that stuff yet. And it's like 2 hours later. Story of our lives. I feel like we're a hamster on a wheel. We're going really fast. We're going nowhere. Remember those days? It's like, man. Then again, who wants to go outside right now? Like, and we've been getting, it's like over the last, it was like the weekend we had, man, that was just a miserable weekend. Hot as hell. Which is above normal what we normally have. It's like, sure, summer is like 90, 95, but, you know, typically when it starts getting up to the hundreds, yeah, it's getting a little toasty. And you got high humidity to go with it. You're like, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end. What's the heat index? 127. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I was watching a video of some Brit. Started off some chick was saying there's nothing worse than a heat wave in Britain or the UK. I think she said UK. UK heat waves are so the worst on the earth. And the guy comes back and he's like something's effective. They consider a heat wave when it hits 80. Yeah, I know we got some of you guys that are, a lot of you shavers are from the UK or Europe. And it's like he said, we consider a heat wave is 80 degrees. Like, that's a nice, comfortable summer day. It's like, ooh, it's 80. It's kind of chilly out here. And something to the effect of, you start thinking it's really warm in the UK when it hits 75 Fahrenheit. Like, or 20, I think it's 23 Celsius is the same temperature. Somewhere in there. And my one friend lives up in Canada, up in Calgary, and he sent me a message, oh, it's so hot here. I'm like, well, how hot is it? And he says, it's 30 Celsius. And I was like, we're just miserable. And like, yeah, about that. That's okay. that's not really warm. Like 80 some degrees. Oh, and the guy's like, Americans, they set their air conditioning in their homes to equivalent of 75. And I was like, mine, it's like, that's what we keep ours at. And the video was like, Americans set their air conditioning to UK heat wave levels. And that's comfortable. Yeah, it is. Some people, it's like to set it at 68. But for me, in my house, it's like we set the upstairs is up to 75. The downstairs gets to 62. When I'm sitting down in the basement working at my desk, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Because all that cold air just seems to sink to the bottom of the house, into the basement. That's where I spend all my time, is hidden in the command bunker, as I call it. Don't know why, but when the air conditioner keeps going non-stop in this kind of weather, right now it's not running, which is interesting. It turned off just as I hit the play button to record, or the record button. The old air conditioning kicked off. My ears are still kind of pressurized. You get all that hair pressure coming into the room right here. But yeah, it's funny. It's like, I understand it. It's like when I lived back as a kid living in Minnesota, teenager. God, it's been moved almost 42 years ago. I moved to Iowa. Man, it's been that long. But we didn't have air conditioning. We didn't have central air or anything. So I understand it's like a lot of people that live in the UK don't have air conditioning. I get it. Unless you got a modern home that was built with it. You probably don't need it very often. It was like, in those summer days, like July, occasionally you get up in the 90s, but usually it was a dry heat. It was a dry heat. It wasn't that bad. So it would cool off there overnight. Yeah, everybody had a box fan that we'd put in the window. So you get the fan would be on during all night, blowing cold air into the house. And then as soon as you get up in the morning, you'd close the windows and lock up the house. My dad, being kind of ingenious, we had wood heat for our house, but we had a fan that would blow cold air from the basement. It would help. But, when you spend almost all your time, it's like as soon as you're done with your morning chores of feeding the animals, the livestock, taking care of everything, milking everything, it's like, if the weather wasn't raining, I was out on the lake. I spent all my time on the lake fishing, non-stop, every day. That was my fun summer pastime. Now, it doesn't mean it was like when it had to bale hay and everything. It wasn't out there. But you got kind of used to being in warm weather. I like the garbage truck is here. But yeah. In the summer, it's like when you're baling hay and it's like you sit there and, all right, everybody, like who gets to do loft duty? And you're like, oh, can I just go out into the baler and run the rack and, you know, stack everything? He's like, no, sorry, but you get just stuck in the loft stacking hay. And I'm like, oh crap. You know, it could be 100-something degrees up there. Bake your ass. So it's like, hey, it's like 90 degrees outside, and you come out of the loft and you're like drenched in sweat, and it's like it's 90 degrees outside, and you're like, whoo, man, it's cold out here. Like you start that kind of shivering. You're like, oh. It's a 30 something degree difference in temperature. You get all that hay that's up in the loft. Man, it smelled great. Freshly baled hay. Oh yeah. But they'd be running the bales up the rack and the elevator and getting it into the loft, and away you go. And they're throwing those bales on the thing as quick as they can unload them so they can go back and get another load. Typically, you had two wagons. So the one wagon's being towed behind the baler, and as you're going, and as soon as that's full, then unhook it and run it back to the barn so you can unload it. And it's like two guys would be stacking it on the rack, and then you had one person running on the extra tractor. And usually we had a and a B John Deere. That was typically what, so one of them was running things back. It was just like when you got 5 other brothers, you know, it's like I'm running things back and forth. And like my dad would be the one running the tractor on the baler. Older brother was usually the one that was running the tractor back and forth. Yeah, okay, that's good. And my youngest brother was usually one that would, you know, when they bring the one brother would bring it back, and my youngest brother was typically the one that's be waiting around outside, and your older brother would be, he'd come back with a tractor, hop off the tractor, help unload. You know, one brother would help, you know, the youngest brother would help him unload it onto the elevator, and then 2 of us would be in the barn, like one of my other brothers, twins. They had one older brother and with a younger brother that was had a nice little system going. That kind of messed up, like when my older brother, he joined after he graduated high school, immediately joined the Army. He was a senior in December of his senior year. He's like, I'm joining the Army, I'm getting the hell out of here. Joined up, and Got out. He couldn't wait. He's like, I can't wait for the damn door to hit me in the ass on the way out. I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. And he went to the 101st with a family tradition. Like I had, my uncle was the 101st. He was in the 101st. Oh. So that was the one end up. Yeah, what was nice is that things kind of slowed down a little bit, but still had enough of us to get the job done. My dad would be, he was like, okay. You get done loading one tractor or trailer, and if it was no way it was back yet, you just sit there and wait for him to come back. And I'd be the one driving the tractor back and forth. Oh, stomach. Ugh. Ooh, nausea. Yeah. Oh, good shave though. That Rockwell 6S does a hell of a job. Should have done, it was like I see a fresh blade. I should have done like use a crisp razor or something mild. Even with the plate 3, it is getting kind of aggressive for me. Which is, I don't need an aggressive razor. It's like, my beard is very soft. Let's put it that way. Whoa, dingy. Right here. Ooh. But, nice and smooth. Nice little shave. Alright, so that was Old Spice. Bergamot with Old Spice. Oh yeah. Nice little combo. And that smells good. Alright, so we already mentioned the affiliate link. Shave Day, everybody, was brought to you by Crowne and Crane Bergamot. Oh yeah. Nice stuff. Worked out pretty good. I like it. Nice, love this scent. And it's like, I've already used probably a quarter of that. It's like, that's how much I like the scent of this stuff. Alright, so we had the first use of the London Bridge blades with the Rockwell 6S. Thank you, Sig. The old Sig Solo razor. He sent it to me. Like, thanks, Sig. Alright, so that's Shave Day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.